So hello everybody, hope everybody's had a great week so far. Before we get started, please like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. So today we're going to take a look at this Imperial Japanese Navy Type 2 Kami Amphibious Tank. This is a smart kit from Dragon in 135 scale. It has some nice box art. Here on this side you can see a little bit how it looks when it's finished. On this side, they're showing off some of the detail. It has some polytrack. This is detailed on both sides. Here we see it's showing a one-piece upper hull with a made by slide mold, and here one-piece lower hull made from 3 directional slide mold. So we should have a good molding here. Some nice detail. So look at the instruction sheet. You see here there's a lot of plastic, 15 trees or 15 sprues of plastic, plus a sprue of photo etch parts in the polytrack. And this looks like it might be a piece of string or something, or something for the tow cable. So you see we start here with the suspension. Build the bogie, get support rollers, idler arm, sprocket. A lot of pre-assembly in this step. Different parts here to pre-assemble. Looks like the exhaust. Part of the suspension here too. Some of the grills on the upper, probably on the upper deck, and some, I'm not sure what that is. So here's step 2. We're putting the bogies and the support rollers, the idler arm, and the sprocket on. We also have some these pieces on the inside here. Looks like some kind of valves. Some detail here on the bottom of the hull as well. So here's also the propellers on the back to put on, and another pre-assembly here for the the support roller arm. For the idler wheel arm. Then we go here, we have 2 different from these shields to choose from, early and a late production. Machine gun, and a bunch of details that go in there. Here's building the machine gun. So here we're working on the upper hull. On the inside it looks like. Putting some detail into it. And here we have a lot of the parts for the upper hull. The exhaust, the shield that we built before, a bunch of hatches here, the grills here, parts of the deck here, more details on the bottom. So here we put the top of the hull onto the bottom of the hull. We got the shackle mounts and the shackles here. A couple other smaller details on top, these levers and stuff. So here we're building the front part here, and here the back part. Lots of parts to put on there. As well as here. It looks like it's really detailed, a lot of parts. So here we have a part of the cannon. Putting the cannon together with another machine gun here. Here we're working on the turret with the inside and the outside, the hatch in the back, the sights and stuff here, and the ports. Here's the main hatch on the top. Here's putting it all together, putting the gun in, infantry rails, or is that one of those antennas? I'm not really sure. Here's some more interior detail for the gun, turret ring, and the details for here that goes on the outside. This looks like maybe an antenna mount or something. And putting the rest of the turret together with these rings go on the top, with the hatch on the very top. put the turret on, put the track on, and it's finished. So here we have 3 versions. Kwajalein Island, 1944. Papua New Guinea, 1944. Well, both versions of that. But it just says 101, 105, and 601, 604. So I'm not really sure if that's the unit or the vehicle number. No, that's the vehicle number, but I don't know what the unit is. It doesn't say. So here's our small decal sheet. It only has numbers on it and a couple symbols. Nothing else. It has 105, 601 through 604, and the 101. And these 2 moons. But there's nothing else to it. No unit symbols or anything else. I mean, they're normal dragon decals. They look good, but there's not really much to it. So here we have our cable and our photo etch. Nice little photo etch sheet. Help with the detail a lot. Not a lot of parts, but you know, it's good though. I put that in there. And here we have the track. You see 2 pieces of poly track here. Don't think I really need to take it out of the plastic. You can see it good enough, I think. But it looks good. I don't see a lot of little things you got to cut off or anything. No flash. And the track looks pretty good for some poly track. So here's some turret parts here, a couple small sprues, and the bottom of the hull. See, we have some nice rivets along the bottom here. Good detail. Also some rivets here on the sides. It does have texture to it. It's not glossy plastic. Rivets in the back. Nice here, detail around here. Looks good. And this whole part's the same. They are textured. I think they also have weld beads. Here, there's a couple weld beads. Some nice bolt holes here. And here, half the hinge looks good too. There's another small part for it. Also textured. Some molded in detail here. Little holes, I don't know. Probably positioning points for something. So here's the top of the hull. Also, nice rivets. And bolts. Hinges look nice too. Everywhere is little hinges. Nice looking weld bead along the side here. Weld beads along the sides here as well. Has some good texture to it. You see also 2 clear sprues for the lights and vision blocks and stuff like that. So here's a couple of more sprues with a couple parts on them. This is definitely the front piece. Some really nice looking weld beads along here. Not much more to say about it. Other than the weld beads, there's nothing else there. I think that's like I think that's like the ballast for it. I think maybe the back piece. This is, I think, the back piece to it. Also weld beads. Here also a weld bead all the way around. Here as well. Here as well. It does have some nice weld. They put weld beads overall on it, so that's pretty good. But this is not so textured as the other parts, so maybe they're supposed to be a bit smoother. I don't know. So the next bag has 4 sprues in it. This is also for the front. These are all weld beads. These lines here, There's these plates here with bolts all around them. Nice looking detail. You have here, it's like an infantry rail. Not sure what that is. This should be the outside here, but we can't. It's also textured pretty good. This should be the top of that other piece, the back piece. You see here we have some plates here with nice bolts around them. Also weld beads here. Looks nice. Nice bolt holes here. Nice detail on this piece. Nice detail overall. And here are two sprues that are doubles. Here's some detail parts. They look nice. Nice molding, no flash. Looks good. So here we have two more trees in the next bag. Here we have a machine gun. Here we have a machine gun, a turret ring, some of the hatches, and a lot of the detail parts. See, some really fine details put into it. The machine gun looks good. Hatches look good too. Here's the gun tube. I think it looks good as well. It's even hollow on the end. An antenna. There's a gun mount, or the machine gun mount, I believe. The parts look good. So in the next tree we have some hatches, shackles. You see there's bolts on these parts. There's propellers, they look nice. Some small details here with some nice bolt heads on it. These look good as well. The handles look good. So the last bag we have suspension parts. We have the support rollers, road wheels. Here are parts of the bogies. The idler wheel arm. The sprocket. They're detailed on both sides. Nice bolt heads. This tree, we have more of them parts. This part looks like a double to this one. Then we have an extra one here. And these are the road wheels and these are the idler wheels. They're also detailed good on both sides. Has some nice detail around here as well. And that looks good too. The last sprue, we have some more hatches. Here's this front piece. Lots of nice detail everywhere. The second machine gun. See, there's even little holes here in the barrel. So all in all, it looks like a really nice kit. A lot of good detail. A lot of slide molding. It looks like it'll turn into a nice replica of this armored vehicle. So I would recommend this for this kit if you're interested in Japanese armor. I would say this would be a good kit to build. This is one of the, it would go good with a duckery or a swim wagon, stuff like that, I think. So next time we'll be taking a look at this F100D Super Sabre and Thunderbird delivery from Revell, SE, in 1/48 scale. It's a really old kit, but it actually looks pretty nice. I took a quick look at it. Take a look at that next time. And thanks for watching. Until then.